morning, happy Monday. I just had another quick peony fitting. It was very quick. I hadn't even finished doing my check-in photos with Ashley. She was saying that she's going to work on my bikini tonight, and then hopefully the glue will be dry so that she can post it tomorrow, and then I should have it Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, as I say, I've just been doing my check-in photos, and when I had a quick look at them, I was actually quite pleased. My weight is up a little bit this morning, but I don't know, I'm kind of putting that down to maybe cycle time. Like, I don't think I'm due ovulation for a couple of days, but Harry was there. Ta-da! I am hungry this morning. Hungry. And I've got a very full on day. You know those kind of days where I put my slippers on, it's like packed, and then when I first, why is my floor so murky? Hoover. You know those kind of days when you first wake up, like my alarm went off and I was so disorientated, and then I was like, oh my god, like I just want to sleep because I'm so tired. But I've got PT clients from 11 o'clock, so I've got Gemma, Kim, Mimi, then I've got a gap when I need to fit in my training and my cardio, then I've got Sam, Maggie and Caroline. No, other way about, Sam, Caroline, Maggie. So I'm going to be there in the gym until about 8 o'clock. And also this morning, because it's the last day of the month, like my lovely client Sarah, she's actually finishing up coaching with me, and there's some final bits that I want to send over to her, so I'm going to do that first thing. But right now I think I might go and do my ice bath to get over with, or I might do a meditation. I'm taking Mum's car because she's parked behind me. Oh! Wait, I need to remember that I don't have a reverse camera. Right, let's go. I nearly got in the wrong car. That would have been awkward. See what I mean about this bloody car? Not me with a call at 11 o'clock and it's now 10:52. One day I'm going to sort my life out, people. Not today, but one day. I am ovulating. You know, I'm all about that tracking life. So I've been in a lovely mood, notice the sarcasm, since I woke up, and from the moment Jack stood on my boob, and it was the most painful thing ever. And I'm just bloated, and I'm like, not today. And I messaged Meg, I really need to get home, but I messaged Meg and I said, I've done that stupid thing of like comparing myself to like one of her friends, Loz. I've been watching quite a lot of her. She's also competing, I think, at the same time as me. There's 15 girls in the class, which I'm freaking out about a little bit. And she is so shredded compared to me. But then, of course, like Meg was like the voice of reason and was like, the only person you can compare yourself to is who you were before and how much progress you've made in the prep. And I'm like, I know you're right, but I'm just not in the mood today. But anyway, right, I'm going home. I'll speak soon.
they make their products look uniform. All sorts, additional ingredients that I'm sure you wouldn't use, and I know we don't use.
Yeah.
So once the replication process is complete,
yeah,
and I think that's really important. It's actually very important not to rush it, really. And we.
Hope you can hear me over the kettle. So it's now quite a bit later. It's 10 to 3. So that call that I think I included some clips of was another where's my brain not working? A manufacturer call. So it's quite a long process in the sense of like I email out to people, ask them if they can obviously like do the manufacturer, then we have to have the initial call, then we have to get like what's called a non-disclosure agreement signed so that I can send them details of my products and how I make them and the ingredients and stuff, and they can take a look and then provide me with a approximate like quote and cost for making them. So that was one of them this morning. And then since then I've kind of just been pottering about, to be honest. I have put the glycolic on to make. I have been doing like some emails, bits and bobs. I finished The Illusion of Money, finally, and one of the last exercises that was in it, oh my battery's running out, keep going till it dies. One of the last exercises that was in it was you have to write a list of 100 things that could go right in the next 24 hours. Because our brains as a society are so, as I was trying to say before I got cut off, our brains and our egos are still tuned in, even though we've evolved over thousands of years, but they still go back to that prehistoric thing of wanting to protect us. So naturally we always look for the negatives or the things that could go wrong in a scenario rather than looking at for the good and what could go right. And actually when I was starting to write this out, I glanced down and I forgot that I had this sticker on my laptop. Let's ignore how dirty my laptop is, but I'm actually finding it, I was going to say surprisingly hard, but it's not really surprising because I am unfortunately quite a glass half full person, but I'm trying to work on that. So far I'm down to 29 things. So I've got a bit more to think about of things that could go right in the next 24 hours. And you've to like, again, we often put like limits of or caps on what we think could go right as such. But like some of the examples that Kyle gave in that book were like, in the next 24 hours you could meet your new best friend, you could come up with a £1 million business idea, you could write 5 chapters of what would become a best-selling book. So I think it'll be a really interesting, worthwhile idea. And then at the end of this, it actually says the last action point. It says, read this book again. So I'm going to read it again, and as you can see I've taken quite a lot of tabs. So it'll be good to refresh my memory before I move on to the next one. Still not decided what that will be, but I've certainly got plenty to choose from. But I am just, what time did I say we were at? So it's now 5 to 3. I'm actually going to get my hair cut at 4, which I'm really excited about because look at the state of this undercut. You could actually put little bobbles in it. I'm going to, so my friend Sam, it's a hairdresser called Robert, who she's been to for, I think she said about 20 years. If you know Kilmarnock, he is based in, I think it's Dunlop Macadam, the hairdressers is called. It's just literally down from the fire station. So I'll be able to walk there, which I need to do because I'm only on about 5,000 steps. And then I'm hoping that I'm going to get to see Lee because he's coming back from Peterborough, and then tomorrow he is going to Spain for a week. So I'm going to make a coffee right now. But I'm going to make I'm glad of my past decisions where I bought some decaf. So I'll show you my current little coffee, I was going to say coffee order, that's not right, but this is like standard prep when I need to have more than one coffee a day at the minute. Obviously, cute mug helps. Then I've been enjoying this chocolate caramel syrup that I found in TK Maxx. So let's do that. And then actual coffee helps. No, we're not having actual coffee, we're having decaf coffee. Then, this has literally been a prep staple since any time I've ever done prep. It's the flavour drops from My Protein, and this is the white chocolate. So, a scoosh of that. And then, last but not least, a tiny drop of almond milk. Wow, that's bright. Almond milk is actually, out of all the like plant-based milks, it's like the lowest fat and calories. Also, later this evening, so yes, this pile of books has basically become a modern art installation. I, for the longest time, I think actually when I moved in here I bought two of these little round tables. I got them from like B&M or Home Bargains, I can't remember. So I've got one over in this corner, which is fine, it's staying there. I've got Harry on my meditation mat, but he's claimed it as his. Oh my god, what's going on here? Oh, handsome boy. Right, yeah. So I've had this one here for absolute ages. I've decided I don't like it, it's just an inconvenience. So I have ordered this. I got it from Amazon, it was like 30 quid. But basically the idea is, well, I'll show you after I assemble it, but the idea is that it's like a long, kind of thin one. So it will come out, like I'll have it like sitting here. And then I can put like my, rather than having to like reach round to put my, so I'm going to have like my, this is my little heated mat thing. What do you call it? You know what I mean? Yeah, so this will come out here and I can just sit like the remote and whatever else on it. I can't believe I'm over explaining a side table, but just let me. It's the little things in life that bring me joy. So yes, it'll be here, and then it's also like a, it's got like a, you can put like books and stuff in it. So obviously I can never have too many book storage options, so that's what I'm going to do. I've actually also been looking at this and I'm like, am I better getting a big one like that and putting that there? But then I'm like, where would I set my lamp? First world problems of the highest order. As my face calmed down, I did my glycolic earlier on and I was looking like a tomato. I was going to do makeup before I went out, but I don't think I need it actually, if I say so myself. Right, I'm on my way. Probably not my best idea choosing to walk because it looks like it might pour. I do have a hood and I brought a brolly. So see you on the other side when I look less tomboyish. Hold on, I've got my hair up in a clip. Oh, the clip's caught in my hair. Ah! Ta-da! Can you see? Big and bouncy. I'm so happy because I've got this paranoia about one time, you know how a hairdresser's inch is never just an inch. It was one time I went and I was like, I just want a trim. And she ended up just cutting and it ended up like up here, and I don't suit super short hair. I'll be one of those like grannies when I'm like 90 and still got long hair. And she did my undercut. He did my undercut, sorry. It was also really funny because Robert is actually, I never know what you call them, a medium? And I knew of this because my friend Sam has been going to Robert for like about 20 odd years for her hair. But I didn't say anything when I went in, and initially like he didn't really say anything, but we were chatting away and I was saying how like Sam and I have loads in common, like, you know, like she loves doing like tarot cards and whatnot. And then I was literally sitting, I had all my hair like over my face, I was like this, I was like cousin it while he was cutting it, and he was like, oh for God's sake, right, what's this about cats? And that was it. The floodgates opened, and he was just saying how he, because I find the whole thing fascinating. Sometimes I think, is it not so overwhelming having like spirits coming through to you and being like, excuse me, I want to talk. But he says that you can like, you open yourself up to it, but then you can also like close yourself off. And so yeah, it was a very unusual hair appointment, but I'm glad I went. Let's face it, tomorrow my hair will be back in a bun because I've got cardio and training to do, but it's nice while it's done. Good morning. Oh, don't forget them. I don't know what time it is, it's about half 11. I have just decided that I am going to go round to Espresso Cart because my steps have been increased to 18,000. I am going to the gym later on and I'll need to do my cardio and everything, but why am I telling you this? I don't know. I'm just telling you my steps have been increased and I'm slightly panicking of how I'm going to fit it in, but hey ho. Oh! Yes! Oh, that'd be brilliant, thank you! That was Kathy next door. I always find it so amusing because I don't know if you remember, was I vlogging when I first moved in the house? I'm pretty sure I was. And when I first moved in, I had all sorts of trouble with her. We had to get the police involved and everything because she was like essentially bullying me. Now this woman is like mid-70s and it started because of the cats. And she was making up all sorts of stories, and she was just, at one point she even purposely come into my garden to dump dog mess on my grass because she said she wanted to, she said, how do you like that? Because obviously I think my cats had been going into her garden and doing the toilet. Now I didn't realise, but under Scottish law cats actually have like, it's called the right to roam. So anyway, that was a whole drama. And then at one point I remember when we were having one of our arguments, she'd said to me, why did you even move in here? Did you get chucked out from your last place because of your attitude? And I just said to her, how dare you? How dare you make assumptions? How dare you say that? And I said, not that I need to justify myself, but if you must know, I experienced quite a bit of like emotional abuse in my last relationship. I had been living with my mum and dad, and this is me living myself. And then that was kind of that, well there was a whole lot of other stuff, but I remember one day I was coming back a walk and she shouted me over and she burst out crying, and she was like, I'm so sorry, like I experienced the same things and let's just call it quits and draw a line under it and blah blah blah. And since then she's been fine. I mean, her and my mum don't get along, or her and my dad, like they don't talk or anything, but I would much rather have a kind of amicable relationship with her than have to deal with all that rubbish. So she's just, I actually feel really sorry for her in the sense that she doesn't have a life. Her life basically revolves around gossiping about the whole street and what's going on and making up stories and whatever else. So you just kind of have to think. So that's that. So she was just putting my, don't know if I said that, she was putting the garden clippings in her brown bin for me. So, hi.
Oh, thank you for that.
Hello. I am back my walk with Mum. Well, I got back quite a wee while ago and I was just having some food and it's now like 1 o'clock. And I'm sitting looking at my, like I wrote out like my to-do list for the day. And earlier on this morning I had been reading, starting my reread of The Illusion of Money, which I have officially finished, but it says at the very end, your final task, action, read this entire book again. And actually, it's amazing how on a second read of any book, the new things that you pick up. I mean, I had already went through and like highlighted bits, but I'm like highlighting even more. And in the very first chapter, he talks about how like we all live on this literal like treadmill rat race of, you know, obligations, and it's like Groundhog Day, you just do the same thing every single day. I was thinking when I was out the walk there with Mum, like I am in such a fortunate position that I am my own boss and I can decide when to do things. So I've decided that this afternoon I'm just going to do the things I want to do. So I am just about to make a little coffee. I think I might make a decaf though, because I took some CV burn before my walk and I do feel slightly like I can feel that high caffeine anxiousness in my chest. But I am going to put together my new little side table, well attempt to put together, and some bits and bobs, just do whatever I feel like doing. Because if I can't do it now, then when can I? And like in the next couple of weeks, I'm taking the full week after my bodybuilding competition, so that's the week starting the 14th, and actually Nicola and the baby and Garth are coming up, I think it's on the Wednesday of that week, because they've got a wedding at the weekend and Mum and Dad are actually looking after Blane at the weekend. So I just thought that's the perfect time for me to have some time off. But after that, we'll then need to get into prepping for Black Friday, which isn't till the last week in November. But if it's as manic as last year, I just want to be prepared. I will be very busy then, and I just need to make the most of while I am in this last kind of push of prep and like low energy and feeling like quite fatigued. I think now is the perfect time to kind of do the things I want to do. So that's what I'm doing. We'll check in with how I get on with my DIY assembly skills. Ta-da! I'm really pleased with that, actually. Yeah, I've got hot bags in my pants again. Oh. Hi. Time check. 10:30. Doing standard food prep. Having a slight wobble. I can't really blame anyone but myself, really. 10 days to go. Good morning. This is not an optimal angle. You're literally balanced on my steering wheel. Not my steering. What is this? Harry, don't stop in the middle of the road! Oh my god, this bloody cat. As I was saying, apologies for my pre-dead battery wobble last night. I'm feeling slightly better. I didn't have the best gear balance on the steering wheel. I'm not even balanced, am I? Oh my god. I didn't even have the best sleep. It took me absolutely ages to get to sleep, and then it was just dead restless, but I think that's like part and parcel of this stage. But the check-in feedback from Meg this morning was that she's happy with how I'm looking, which is good. And we're actually going to start the peak week process on Sunday, which means from Sunday to Tuesday it's only 20 minutes cardio and 12k steps. So I've just got to do 18k today and tomorrow, and then that'll be out the window, thank god. I actually ended up doing 22,000 yesterday. I don't even know how I managed that. And then very slowly adding in a little bit more food. So I've even got a banana on one of my days. Is it my rest day? My training day? I was like, wow! But anyway, I'm running behind. I need to go and train legs. I'm getting my nails done at 12 and it's already the back of 10. I was meant to be at the gym for 9:30, but that's not happened because Marks and Spencer's bank phoned me. And God love him, the wee man that was on the phone. For whatever reason, the reception was really bad and I could feel myself starting to get really, really irritable because he was asking me all these questions and it was not the one. Anyway, I'm going now. I'll speak later. Have I told you I've got my next somatic coaching session this afternoon? I've not inadvertently, but I put myself on a bit of a book buying ban. So I'm not promising that I won't go and look in Waterstones afterwards, but I really shouldn't be buying anything. Especially when I've got all this show stuff to pay for. I have absolutely no idea why, but I took the biggest craving when I was in getting my nails done, do you like my nails? I took the biggest craving for a matcha and I googled and I'm in Central Station. And I decided that black sheep coffee to matchas. So I got a strawberry one. Let's do a taste test. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice. So I don't know if I told you earlier on, but I'm in Glasgow for my next somatic coaching session, which is at 3 o'clock. And it's now past. So I'm thinking I'm going to go for a little walk to get some steps in, because hashtag 18k steps. Only until Sunday though, not even Sunday, tomorrow. And I've not done that many steps today. So I'm thinking when I get back to Kilmarnock I'm going to have to probably go to the gym group and go on the treadmill. But that's okay. Worst situations to be in. I hope you can see me, by the way. I don't have my little screen flipped out. So apologies if all you're getting is like up my nose. So whilst I was on the train, I found out that There's a drunk man doing the splits in the street, as you do. I found out that White Rabbit has hit the 10k milestone, 10k order milestone on Shopify, so I will get a little like plaque thing. But the mad and yet not mad thing is, I had literally taken a screenshot of, because P. Louise had put up on her story that they had hit the 1,000,000 milestone, and I had taken a screenshot of it and I actually sent it off. I'm waiting on my free prints order coming because I wanted to put it on my vision board. And then I got the email today to say that White Rabbit's hit 10k. So I kind of feel like I want to do something to celebrate, but I don't know what. Celebrate being treat myself. So I actually went into Penhaligon's, the perfume place, and she sprayed a couple of perfumes on me. I can't decide if I like them or not. I know that perfumes always like change like once they settle on you. So I said to her I would wait and see. I could buy a book to celebrate. Let's face it, I'm gonna look in there, I'm gonna. But now I need to go for my appointment, if I can remember. Because I've walked around in a block. I think it's up here. I don't know if she's got someone in with her. I am out of my somatic coaching session and I feel incredible. So somatic coaching, if I didn't explain previously, probably not going to explain it very well, but basically it's like working and speaking directly to your body, and we actually worked through quite a lot of different things, different subjects. I feel like we've definitely removed some blocks today, which is good. And now I'm going to go to Waterstones. I'm going to look at the books, but I'm also specifically going to get a really nice notepad because I am going to record my daily wins and start celebrating myself. Then I'm going to go back to Penhaligon's and get one of those perfumes. I'm actually now thinking I might get the kind of incense based one. I can't decide. I hate being indecisive. And then I'm going to go to Starbucks and get a oat brown sugar shaken espresso, or whatever you call it. You mind being on my vlog?
Not at all. Not at all. Hey world.
Everyone, this is David. And Dior.
I don't think I've ever been in a vlog.
Oh, you have now?
Right, fantastic. Where is it I will find you? YouTube?
Yeah. So it's just, where am I on YouTube? Mission Melanie.
Right, okay, no, I have to give you a look up. I love that. Fantastic. We should have got one of me spritzing you with that gorgeous fragrance. Our lucky. The exclusive. We can do that again.
Yes.
We can act like it didn't happen.
Take two.
Yeah. We do that. So how long have you been vlogging for?
I started it up back regularly, so I do like weekly vlogs. I started that up maybe last Christmas.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a bit of an imposter. I'm from Edinburgh originally. I feel like there must be lots of people within the beauty industry, within here, everyone knows everyone.
Yeah.
Stay.
Right.
I'll get that for you. So one of the lip liners.
So the Dior perfume got scrapped because it was £400. So I went. Got a bottle from Penhaligon's instead. I'll show you when I'm on the train. I'm getting a brown sugar oat iced shaken espresso thing. Guys, My bikini's arrived. I walked by that this box in the hallway ever since I've got home because I thought it was a pair of trainers that I'd ordered on Vinted. Put you up here. So we've got, oh, this is like your review. Lovely. The main event. Oh my goodness. What? Oh my goodness. And crystal straps. And then the bottoms. Ow! Hi. I've got my new bikini on and I love it. Oh, it's in my boobs. Have I mentioned I'm obsessed with this perfume? So this is the one I got and it's called Oh the Audacity, which I love so much. And it says vanilla with incense, boldness in a bottle. Bloody love it, bloody love it. And I'm not going to keep it for good because what's the point in that? Oh my goodness. I think I like the idea of doing this like when something to mark an occasion, like getting something like this. Oh, and also after my incident in Dior yesterday when I discovered that the perfume was £400, I just bought lip liner instead for £26. It came in this nice little bag. I've officially bought the boys. Oh, he's given me some samples, bless him. Thank you, Jared. What have we got in here? I got Nude Ribbon. It's called Nude Ribbon. It's a lip liner. Put my trainers on. Have I showed you my new little like bed setup? I love it. I'm trying to like reduce the clutter in my bedroom. This wonky pillow's annoying me. And I want to get something for up here. And I also similarly want to get, just ignore the clothes horse, but I want to get something for this wall. Progress. I was doing really well, energy level wise, and all of a sudden I've slumped. I have done about 10,000 steps through my cardio and stuff this morning, so I don't have as many to get. I've came to Irvine to go to Primark because I need to get pyjamas and a bathrobe for the photo shoot that we're doing on Tuesday. And then I might go a wander along Harbour side, I haven't decided yet. That was a nice little mindful break. I also randomly went in the Maritime Museum on the way home because I saw a gift shop and I'm a sucker for a gift shop. And I got an evil eye bracelet, of all things. I really need the toilet, so I'm thinking I'm going to go into Costa and get a cup of tea to take away. And then I need to get cat food. I'm getting the tea from Costa so I can use their toilet. Look at this for a little cosy setup on a Saturday night. No, wait a minute. I've got my blanket, my hot water bottle, my laptop because I'm going to work on last week's vlog. I've got candles on. I've got my new little table set up which I am obsessed with. Probably more than someone should be, a bit of side table, but it just means I've got my tea right here. I can put a candle on here if I want. I can set my phone on it. That was a dark chocolate wrapper that I had. Honestly, I'm living my best life right now. The only thing is, whenever Lee's here, he always sits in this seat, so it then becomes not my seat anymore, and I end up like in that corner. And it's mad how like when I sit over there, how different a perspective of the room you get. It sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I'm actually going to, hold on. Out my week. So I've got my little monthly overview calendar that I put on the fridge because it's got magnetic strips. So fill that out for next week. I've actually got a very basic to-do list pad that you can literally get from, I think I got it from like the pound shop. And I've done like my colour coordination thing. So this is for today, so I need to update this. And then I'm going to write one out for, or I've started writing one out for tomorrow. And then I do have my productivity method one. It sounds daft, but I don't particularly like using this unless I'm going to fill up the days. Which I realise is stupid. But, so, say for days like Monday, although this Monday it's quite quiet, but say for a day like a Monday where I'm generally out the house and all I'm doing is like my PT clients, because Monday's usually a busy day for PTs for me. I wouldn't normally use the productivity method because then I feel like it's wasted space, if that even makes sense. But this week is going to be quite a busy week in terms of me trying to, it's quiet PT client wise and whatnot, but I need to get everything sorted before I go down south for my competition. And then the following week I'm intending on taking off because Nicola and the baby are coming up and I've not had time off for a long time, and we have got the body wash launching. I'm still not entirely sure what week we've decided to launch it, but we've got the photo shoot on Tuesday, and then yeah, I've just got things that I want to get done. So as I say, whilst this is important, I'm going to start doing that, and then that's one task that I don't need to do tomorrow, because we all know what I'm like with the Sunday scaries and packing my Sundays full of stuff, and I do not want that to be the situation tomorrow. On the plus side, I've only got 20 minutes of cardio and 12,000 steps to do tomorrow and going forward, and cardio will be out by Tuesday. And there's a Midsummer Murders coming on, which I think I've seen about 20 million times, and it's about 20 years old because it's got John Nettles in it. And Sergeant Troy, it is an old one. But it's good to have in the background. Good morning. It's not morning. It's 20 past 12. I slept for nearly 10 hours last night. And apparently there's such a thing as oversleeping, because I excitedly checked my Aura ring, being like, oh, I'm going to get such a good rating. And then I only got an 83 rating. And generally speaking, the stats were good. If it's blue, it means it's quite good. But in terms of latency, so how long it took me to get to sleep, it took me 43 minutes. And then timing, it just says fair. So it says sleep timing plays an important role in your sleep quality and daytime performance. Ideally, your sleep should be aligned with nature's 24-hour rhythm. apparently mine was off, and I feel like I could sleep for even longer. I've just finished my first meal there, and I'd been out and did my ice bath and emptied that out, and now I'm just kind of sitting kind of cozied up for a little while. I've discovered this new, on the explore page of YouTube, it come up with this girl called Emily Canham vlogs. So, well, she's got various different accounts, but I've started watching like one of her vlogs. She lives in London, and she's the kind of person that I'm kind of watching being like, I don't know how I feel about you. Because she's just your stereotypical like influencer, in the sense that, hold on, I'll let you see. Let's
I'm just doing 75 Soft, which is a challenge, like a well-being challenge, where she has to read, I think it's read, and she's vlogging.
I don't know if I'm just feeling a bit funny about her because I'm in that kind of funny, funky mood where everything's annoying me. It's like I've finally sold a pair of shoes that I've had for forever on Vinted, and whoever it was has bought them was like, if you could just send them out like really, really quickly because I'm going away on holiday on the 15th, and I'm like, it is Sunday, calm your jets. If I don't get it sent today, I'll send it tomorrow, and I'm not in the mood. But I was going to do the thing of trying to get a few things done before I went and got my cardio, but it's like prime autumnal grey rainy weather, so I'm thinking I need to go and I've only got 20 minutes to do, thankfully, and 12,000 steps, and I've already done about 2,000 just from pottering about the house and whatever. So I'm just going to go and do that in a wee while. I think I might need to take some CV burn, and then I can just resume this position on the couch. I do really want to film a book haul. Actually, I've wrote myself a massive big to-do list for today, but I just need to take things easy. Also, I don't know if you remember, like, so you know how I'm always playing with my earrings? I don't know if my ear is currently in a right state, so I did have an extra little hoop in here, but it was constantly sore and it was never like healing properly, so I finally managed to wrestle the hoop out. And then I don't know what's going on with it looks sore with this one here, but when I've had problems with it before, and it turns out it was a load of like gunk in the back. But when I woke up this morning, this was literally like pulled into my ear. So I had to, sometimes I feel like I'm having to like re-pierce my ear. So that's what's happening with me. Top tier content happening right now, eh? Third last cardio session done. It is 5:30 and I've just been, when I took a very slow walk home from the gym, the membership of which I get to cancel on Tuesday. Yay! I refilled my ice bath, and Meg actually contacted me and said that I was to start my peak week plan as of today. So I have a little bit more calories, which is always very appreciated. But I'm going to go for a shower and get cosy, do all my moisturising and whatnot, skincare, and do a kind of very chatty, I would imagine, although it'll be interesting with my brain fog, book haul, and then just get cosy on the sofa again. Obviously aim to food prep for before 9 o'clock, but we never know how that works. And I actually think I'm going to get into bed and maybe watch TV. I did that last night and I was actually falling asleep while I was watching TV. The only reason I got up was because I needed the toilet. And then I was then woken up about, what time in the morning was it? Or was it about midnight? By Harry bringing in a mouse, which he then proceeded to throw about the bedroom, and at one point he chucked it up and it landed behind my little side table. I thought I was going to murder him. And he couldn't understand why I wasn't like pleased with him, but dead mice getting thrown about my bedroom is not the one. Anyway, I'm just on to sign this off and say thank you as always for watching me and supporting me. I've also just started writing out a little checklist for this coming Friday. So Friday the 11th. God, that's bright, you're not about to see that. But one of the things that I'm going to do to make sure that my vlog for you, because on the Sunday is when I'm competing, but to make sure that I'm sticking to my routine, one of the things I'm going to do on Friday is to make sure I get the next vlog edited and uploaded and scheduled so that the routine isn't disrupted, because that's really important to me now I'm getting into the kind of swing of things. So far on my list I have to do my devolume pool session, I have to pack, obviously that'll take up a massive chunk. I want to go out and buy like my post-show treats and stuff. I don't want to get them now because I don't trust myself, if I'm honest, to have them in the house. I'll need to get something for Billy down the stairs because he's going to be looking after the cats. Make sure I've got cat food and stuff. Then the vlog things. Right, I've just remembered things to add, including cleaning out the cat bowls. Put out recycling. Anyway, I can do this without you being here as well. But yes, as I've started saying, thank you for watching, thank you for being here, thank you for being my little support network and my extra talking therapy. I honestly appreciate you all more than I can ever tell you. I just love you so much. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.